Hey, welcome everybody to the first episode of Enjoy Spoonful. Today we are having burger time talk, so we're gonna learn how a piece of meat like this became minced like this, and finally transformed into something like this. So roll the intro while I eat this burger. That was quite a good burger. Let's get back into it. The story of the burger starts even before the Mayflower has touched the shores of US. Let's go back to 13th century and look at the nation who has conquered lands from East China Sea up to almost the Baltics. And of course I'm talking about the Mongols. As you know, Mongols were always a traveling army, so they need something that they can consume easy on a horseback. So what would they do is wrap a raw piece of meat into some kind of cloth, put it under the saddle, and this would slowly cook the meat and also tenderize it with friction and heat. Would I eat it? No. Is it hygienic? I'm not sure. But well, they needed to do something to eat. Then more recently, the Golden Horde, together with Kublai Khan, also known as the grandson of Genghis Khan, conquered Moscow and brought minced horse meat. Moscovites quite enjoyed it and accepted it. But then you ask, how did minced meat from Moscow went all the way to other parts of the world? Well, back in the days, Russia was dealing a lot of commerce with Germany, specifically Hamburg. In 17th century, Hamburg had so many Russian residents, it was called a Russian port. And why was Hamburg such a big port, you're asking? Well, it was thanks to Hanseatic League. Thanks to this league, Hamburg became one of the biggest ports in Europe. And with Russians bringing their minced meat, Germans have created some few recipes of their own, like frikandele, Hamburg sausage, and Lapskaus. Was it? Lapskaus, yeah. By the way, thanks to its commercial importance, Hamburg was a starting point for quite a few travelers going from the Old World to New World. And so Hamburg America Line, or also known as, by the way, sorry for my pronunciation, dear Germans, Hamburg Amerikanisch Paketvacht 18 Gesellighaft. Wow, that's a mouthful. Again, sorry for my pronunciation. So they were transporting quite a lot of people from Hamburg to New York, which was quite often a destination from there. So back in Big Apple, restaurants started working on the meals that would appeal to people coming from those ships, especially to Hamburg sailors. And so they have created something called Hamburg steak, which is hand minced meat, slightly salted, sometimes smoked, served raw, with some onions and breadcrumbs. The oldest document that refers to Hamburg steak was in Delmonico's restaurant, which was offered for 11 cents, which was quite steep back in the days, and was developed by American chef Charles Braunhofer. By the way, little side fact, until the beginning of the 19th century, all the meat grinding was done by hand. But around that time, a German engineer called Karl Dreiss has invented a meat grinder, which allowed, of course, selling more minced meat for a cheaper price. Now we're getting a bit more grayer area of the history of the burger. Why? Because we're not really sure who invented the very first burger. We have the claims from 1980s till 1904. Some say it came from Texas, from Sergeant Fletcher Davis, or also known as Old Dave, who had an idea of putting minced beef in between two slices of bread, because his customers were always in a rush to go back to work. Besides that, we have also the Menches brothers of Hamburg from New York, and also a 15-year-old Charlie Negreen, who was working at a fair and had an idea of putting meatballs in between two slices of bread, so his customers could go between stands and not worry about messing their hands. Thanks to the growing popularity of burgers, but also other minced meals, a lot more beef needed to be produced, which led to intensification of meat production in the US, as well as thanks to refrigerators and conservatives, which has led to having more fresh meat available in urban and industrial areas. So we can say that around end of the 19th, beginning of the 20th century, the meat patty has appeared, but only until a little later, still in the US, they have discovered that it's better to sear the patty on a high heat to make it crispy and serve it in a round bun to make it less messy. Later, we can start seeing fast food chains start appearing. The one like White Castle in Wichita, Kansas, Big Boy in Glendale, California, and McDonald's in San Bernardino, California as well. Closer to the 21st century, some of the fast food chains started spreading all over the world. which let different cultures influencing this simple and humble burger in their own ways. Think of meat, chicken, tofu, fish, etc. In the early 2000s, some gourmand chefs started glazing at the burgers and trying to adapt them to their cuisine. For example, we have a New York-based French chef Daniel Boulud, who made a foie gras burger, pricing it at $29. A bit too steep for a burger, I would say, but maybe it's a good one. I haven't tried yet. So finally today we can see a few different types of burgers in everyday lives. So the fast food chain ones, the simple pure ones made with great ingredients, and finally the high-end ones made by gourmand chefs. As we can see, the journey of the burger was long to arrive on our plates. It was unusual, quite weird, but I'll say very interesting to look at. Who would have known that tenderized meat under the horse saddle would one day transform something that we eat every day? Thank you for sticking till the end. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below what you think of this format, if you like it, if it's too long or is it too short, maybe you want to learn something more about a specific topic, or have I missed something? Please let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more of these videos in the future, subscribe now. Thank you again for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video. While I eat this burger.
It's because I think you were starting to talk that still my hip was there.
You can pause now. I don't want to record my whole video.
Yeah, I have recorded everything.
Really? I don't think I have that much space there, damn it.
Yeah, right.